doing?
What are you doing? What are you
What?
What are you doing?
Well, I'm like... Well, I thought it was the only easy way of getting to say the bit at the beginning, because you keep jumping in.
Well, like, welcome in Minis and Motorbikes. Run titles.
Welcome to episode 5 of Minis and Motorbikes. The last episode, hopefully you've watched it, we started trying to take the top off of this, weren't we?
The wrap off, yeah. And it unearthed a whole multitude of badness.
Yeah, not an easy job.
Which
I thought that was just going to come off nice and easy in one.
Which I think is going to be sanded off. I don't think there's any other way around it. I've tried getting it off with thinners and petrol and white spirit and all sorts, unless someone can give me a hint.
Yeah, if you've got any like magic tricks or anything to get it off, because it left the glue underneath.
I think it's going to...
It left the glue of the Union Jack.
Of the original,
yeah,
the original wrap that was on it.
Yeah, so it could be a bit of extra sanding for us.
Yeah,
we'll have to get Archie on that.
Yeah, hey mate, you want
that? So that was the last episode. This episode, we're going to concentrate on the, what do you call it?
Sound deadening and underseal. There's like an underseal that they brush on in the factory before they send it out to do all the joints and everything, that cover all the joints up and blah, blah, blah.
So it's a bit of soundproofing.
Yeah,
and it just
soundproofing.
It just makes it well. Yeah. Even though it's under the carpet, they still do it.
Yeah.
Right. So we're going to have all that out.
Yeah, because it's just weight. It's just weight. What I was going to do is keep it all and then wait afterwards. I mean, we've got a bit now where we've been doing.
You took some of it. You took some of it out previously, didn't you?
Yeah, I've been keeping it, and all the other bits we took off as well. I mean, I don't know what you think, but
so how much is that? Is that about half of it, or a third of it, or a quarter of it?
It's probably a third of it, I reckon.
A third of it?
Yeah, a quarter of it. I'd say it's a quarter of it. Yeah, it's a quarter of it.
So a quarter of it. And what do you reckon it weighs at the moment?
I reckon that weighs about half a kilo.
Half a kilo?
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon that's about 500 grams. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's see if we can get some more out. So we're going to get a couple of kilos out of it. Just
I reckon so. Yeah, just in soundproofing. I mean, I know you've got to paint it again. There's probably putting half of that back again, but it's pretty fine as well.
It's all weight, isn't it? It's all weight.
All
right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have a crack then. We might as well start on on the boot and see how we go on.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, mate.
What about?
Hang on.
What about you? Got to see your brother, haven't you? About his motorbike.
Well, I have. Well, he keeps banging on about it, doesn't he? So I'll tell you what I'll do. You don't want me out that at all, then? You're gonna, because I feel like I walk away every time there's some work to be done.
Well, you do.
Well, all right, okay.
Mind
you, interviewing's work as well, isn't it? So
yeah, I'll start scraping some of that out the back. All right, and then you go off to see your brother. Have a chat about his motorbike.
I'll have a chat about his Harley. All right,
come back.
That'll please him then, won't it?
Yeah,
because he'll be in the episode then, won't he?
And then we'll have a little bit of a chat of what I've done and
right.
where we got.
All right, I'll see you in a bit then.
All right,
I'll try and be as long as I can. Hopefully it'll be done by the time I've gone then, won't it?
Yeah. No, it won't.
All right, see you in a bit, mate.
All right. Right.
I like this bike. So, what is it?
Well, as you can see, bruv, it's a Harley Davidson super low 1202cc. Had a few mods on it.
So you've done something to the exhaust, haven't you?
Yeah, what it's done, it's got a full stage 1 tune, which is the first tune out of the 4 that they do.
Right.
So we've got Vance and Hines staggered slash pipes on.
Yep.
So it's exhausts, breather and the fuel pack.
Right.
Which the breather, you can get a big heavy breather, but they look, I think they look ugly.
Right.
So on this, I've got a bigger back box, kept me casings. So there's a bigger back box in there with a bigger hole, let more air in, and, and a bigger breather inside my original casing. Underneath here there's a socket that you can plug into, and it's got the Vance and Hines fuel pack system. So
right, that means a lot to me. Yeah.
Well, when you start doing things to these, you've got to alter the timing, fuel injection, engine management. So once you plug in the fuel management system, it all recognises the exhaust pipes, and Vance and Hines have got the system all set up so you can it'll Bluetooth to your telephone, and it will set it all up, run the bike and set it all up so everything changes to where it needs to be for those pipes on this bike. Because when this come out of the factory, it was set up on standard pipes, running really lean. And if you start changing things without going through the stage 1 process, it'll be running too hot, and you can run the chance of ruining the bearings. Some people say it don't happen. Most people say it does happen.
Right. And all the work you haven't done, and the bike itself came from, where did you pick it all up from?
I bought this little beauty from Black Bear, Harley Davidson Black Bear in Newmarket, which is now still called Black Bear, but it's changed.
And they're doing all the modifications and everything for you, aren't they?
Lynn, and they've changed where they've had a big new shop built.
Right, and they're doing all the mods and everything for you, aren't they? So if you live in the East Anglia area, Newmarket's the place to go.
Yeah, they'll buy all the bits for you, and their technicians sort it all out. And what you can do also, the fuel management system, once it's been set up, is unplugged. Now what the Yanks like to do...
MTV unplugged?
Yeah, you got it. What the Yanks like to do is leave it plugged in, and when they're going up the road on their phone, they alter all the parameters and retune it, messing about with it, and they just love doing that sort of thing. But I think you need to watch where you drive.
Yeah.
So the guys at Black Bear unplugged it for me, and you're away.
Yeah.
Once it's set up, you're away. They have loads of people that mess with it. He said they come back in about a month's time. Can you set my bike up? So it's been altered, running sweet as a nut. It's loosened the engine up, it's given it a bit more torque, increased the bhp a little bit. It's obviously louder.
Yeah, it's obviously louder.
It sounds a bit more Harley-ish than it used to.
Yeah.
You can get another baffle to put in, which I might do, I'm not sure yet.
No, it looks very, very good. It looks very, very good. Yeah. And I think all that's left to do now is to say thanks for bringing it on Minis and Motorbikes, and to have a go on it and see what it's really like. So I think I'll have a bit of a burn up the road on it.
No worries, mate. Cock your leg over and you're away.
Yeah. Been looking forward to getting on this. Right. Can't even work the zip out. Don't worry about that. Right. Got to try and get my leg over. Oh, right. See you in a minute.
Yeah, like he was going to let me have a go on that. Yeah, terrific. How am I getting home? Fantastic. It's always me, isn't it? It's always me.
Right, now, we have done something. We stripped a load of underseal off in the back here. I've pulled the wiring loom back. Eventually the wiring loom's going to be taken out because we've got to take it out to rub it all down and paint it. Load of the underseal's been taken off on the sides here, and the sound deadening. I think what it wants now is an angle grinder with a wired brush on it, just to bring it back down, and then we'll obviously prime it. There's a couple of brackets I took off. One of them I didn't make a particularly good job of. There's a couple of brackets that held the exhaust on, but because we've got a straight through exhaust now, we don't need those brackets. So again, that's another little bit of weight that we can save. Yeah, there's a little divot here where you get your canister of, you get your home foam for your wheels and things like that. So I think I'm going to put the extinguisher in there, because then it brings the weight quite a way back and it's quite low. I'm going to put in a battery either on this back ledge where the seat is, so the weight's back again with the extinguisher, or in the little well underneath the front seat, the passenger seat, so then we can still get a seat in here and everything else if we're taking people around the circuit for sort of customer days out or whatever. I nearly hit my bloody head then. I nearly hit my head then.
Hey, well, yeah, well, you didn't know, did you? No. You didn't because of your hair, you see.
Bloody hell.
You see, when you've got hair on your head, yeah, when you lift your head up, your hair feels it first and you stop. When you ain't got no hair on your head, I'm always hitting my head.
Yeah, you know what they say though?
I don't know what they say.
With that face, you need plenty of space.
Right. Laugh it up. Look, what? Trying to talk to you. Blimey. Anyway,
yeah.
How you getting on?
Yeah, no, the old wire brush is working a treat on the old angle grinder. It's coming off lovely. So,
I mean, it's coming off a treat, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm quite surprised.
Well, why can't you do that from the start then?
Because it's just too rubbery. We could make a joke there, but we can't.
No, we better not. Right, so you have to peel it, get the head off.
Yeah, because the heat gets it. You get most of it off, much as it off you can with the heat and the scraper, and then that sort of hardens it off a little bit as well, and then there's not so much to come off, and then the wire brush gets it off a treat.
I mean, it is coming off lovely.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
I mean,
shiny.
I mean, that can be more or less primed. So.
Yeah, primed and painted on. Yeah. So you got all of that to do still, that boot bit, because I know you're cracking on with it.
Yeah.
And then you're going to start coming up the car.
Yeah. Work your way forward.
Into the tunnel.
Yeah.
So you've got bits to take off of there.
Yeah.
And I guess you put the battery there this time because that's an
because
option.
that might be the other place where we put it under the seat. So then, I'm not sure yet. I mean, the corner, when we do the corner, it might be worthwhile corner weighting it first, and then.
And it's just a little tiny battery as well, isn't it? It's just a half battery
weight,
for a numpty like me.
It's just weight again.
It's just weight again.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be a big battery
it's in there and not in there because we want the weight as low as you can get it. If you can move the weight as low as you can get it, well,
Yeah. All right, and it does need to be a big battery because it's not an everyday battery. It's just a race battery. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we've got to come up and do that. Then, after that, it's this tackling this.
Yeah, take the whole lot out, everything out, wiring loom, the dash, the lot, and then we rub it all down.
I don't think that's going to come out very easy, to be honest.
No, because BMW make things very, very well, and there's going to be a ton of screws in there.
But it's not going back in, though, is it?
Yeah, same one's going back in. Yeah.
So we've got to get this dashboard out in a condition where we can put it back and
in.
it doesn't look like we've hacked at it.
Yeah, and the Book of Haynes doesn't tell you exactly how to take it out, and then.
So I can't just saw it in down the middle then and crowbar it out?
No, you get it out, the Haynes manual says to put it back, you do the reverse of getting it out.
But it doesn't show you how to get it?
Not really, not particularly well, no.
Right, okay. Right, so that's going to be fun and games.
Yeah.
That ain't going to happen this episode.
No, there's a lot to do, yes, there's a lot to do.
Alright, so from a watching point of view,
it's
a bit boring this episode with what we're doing. Because we
paint dry.
Because that's just how it is. But we thought we'd go through it rather than skipping it out, just to show you every stage.
Yeah, every stage of it. I mean, we took a load of the trim off as well, and then that can be all washed. Took the spoiler off because he's got to have a different spoiler for the championship. It's going to have a proper sort of wing on it.
And we still got to do some more on this roof.
Oh, this roof, yeah, it's going to be sanded off because you've had a little bit of go of it, haven't you?
We took the plastic artificial
wrap
carbon fibre type wrap.
Fake carbon
Took that
fibre.
off last episode, so if you didn't watch it, go back and watch it and see us doing that.
And it's
left the Union Jack underneath it,
from the original wrap, the Union Jack wrap that was on it.
Yeah. Which you can see all in here, can't you?
In there. So I think
that's going to be a bit of fun. So we might end up
just sand it off.
Yeah. We can't.
No, it won't. No, I don't think it will because it'll take too much off. We don't want to create more work. If we just sand it, you see, we only get it down to
all right.
All
right. Okay. All right. So for now, then, let's crack on trying to get that underseal stuff out.
Yeah.
I'll give you a hand.
Yeah.
Now that I'm back and. I'll go and get another grinder. I'll go and get another grinder.
You're on what? Sorry?
Hey? What?
You're on what? Sorry?
I'm not on anything, mate. I'm going to get a grinder. All right. Hang on. Won't be long.
Come on in, Arch. Goggles on, Arch.
Right, so thanks for watching this week's episode. Still got a lot of work to do on the car, but that will sort of progress as we go on and we'll film all that and show you all of that. One thing we did forget to do last episode though, the one previous to this one, was we commented and mentioned about the colour scheme for the car. And then it's going to be the colours of
Harley Motorsport, Clios and 5 turbos.
Which was like white, blue, dark blue and red.
Yeah.
And we were going to then cut and show you the colours on the door, and we never did. So
one of my old doors.
There they are now. So you're now looking at it now. Okay. So you can come back to us now. There you go. Right, back to us. All right. So all you got to do now, because you haven't got to go just yet, you've got to remember to
subscribe, like, and hit the bell. So give us a big thumbs up.
And we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching.
Bye bye.